Tonight, refugee resettlement programs in Iowa are laying the groundwork to welcome hundreds of Afghan refugees.
This is a day after the Biden administration announced Iowa may receive nearly 700 Afghan refugees fleeing from terror. Local 5's Eva Anderson checked in with one of those resettlement programs to see how they're preparing. Eva.
Samantha, Stephanie, Iowa DHS partners with several agencies to resettle refugees. In our state, that includes organizations like Catholic Charities and the U.S. Committee for Refugees Immigrants Des Moines office. Yesterday, they determined that all of them together will be able to resettle about 350 refugees in the short term. So they're rounding up a lot of donations.
When refugees first come to the United States, they generally just come with a couple of suitcases of clothing for the family.
Which is why Carrie True-Funk has been busy collecting donations.
This is kind of our overflow of what we've had donated recently.
Of all kinds of items.
Every family needs to have a couple of fry pans, all the linens.
And with so much to sort through,
we're really kind of overwhelmed right now.
True-Funk is the director of the Des Moines Field Office for the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, or USCRI, an organization that's resettling 54 refugees this month alone.
Coming from places like Sudan, Congo, Burma.
And in the near future, they're expecting more Afghan refugees. The Biden administration announcing Wednesday Iowa may receive 695 Afghan refugees for resettlement. Iowa DHS partners with agencies like USCRI to find them homes. And DHS's partners have said they have the capacity to resettle about 350 in the short term, but much of it is still up in the air.
We've come to a collective understanding of what our capacity is right now, and that may change in a few months. A lot of it is going to depend on, how quickly we start getting people here, how quickly we're able to start helping them get jobs and move into permanent housing.
To make that process go smoothly, True-Funk's team members, like Liz Vernon, are making sure individuals have all the items they need. And community donations have come through big.
People have really been coming out and showing a whole lot of support for the people that we're helping.
When refugees arrive, USCRI works with them for a 90-day initial period, helping them find and settle into an apartment, get kids enrolled in school, sign up for ESL programs. Then for many, an additional 3-month employment program that helps families become self-sufficient.
On average, we're seeing folks getting jobs and being able to not qualify for cash assistance anymore within that 6 months.
At a rate of over 90%. But above all, as their organization and all of Iowa prepares to welcome those fleeing from terror, she has a message.
The people that are coming are everyday people. And I hope Iowa's history of welcoming and receiving individuals displaced by war can continue following this situation.
As you saw, they have a lot of donations, but they still need many more, specifically donations of pots and pans, as well as bedding for full and twin-size beds. Of course, cash donations too. Also, they need volunteers to help sort all of those items. Samantha?
Eva, thank you. And that organization's office has resettled 112 Afghan refugees in the Des Moines area since 2014, doing a lot for the community.